This time I pressed the shut off button on the PlayStation. Cause I was watching from my phone in the kitchen and I seen like a little lag. It froze. And then it came up like a messed up screen. And I said, I can't have this. I have to restart over. So we have a debuts match here after this start match. Don't mind me, I'm about to open me a bag of chips. And watch this match. I'll see you after the next match is over.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, Christy Mack.
Two of WWE's top stars ready to go here in one-on-one action.
This is the match I've been waiting for, guys. Ever since it was announced, I've been looking forward to seeing these two clash.
And her opponent, from Reykjavik, Iceland, Elijah Morgan.
Big-time singles matches on deck here. And Byron, what should we expect to see here tonight?
Well, given the shape these superstars appear to be in here tonight, I fully expect to see one of the most competitive matches we've seen in a very long time.
And there's the bell. And here we go. This is the type of battle that you can show someone who's new to our brand of entertainment and say, this is what WWE's all about.
I don't know who's looking more forward to this, the women in the ring or me.
Right between the shoulder blades into the pump handle. Vicious strike. Ooh, what impact. Now the old vicious head crank. Look at the torque. Oh, man, right to the neck. That's how you wear down your opponent.
So much damage to the neck. Watch out! Bulldog! Delivered with force.
She's starting to take a beating, but she knew this match wasn't going to be easy.
Well, there's still plenty of match to go here, guys. Unless something crazy happens, I don't envision this being the end of the road for her.
No, reverses it. Only one place to go when you're stuck in the fireman's carry.
Yeah, down. And I can tell you it's not a pleasant trip.
I see where she's going with this.
Some good technique right there.
Not today. She's licking her chops.
Oh my gosh. Oh, what an uppercut. Big opportunity here.
What? She's clearly not getting paid by the hour. And there's still plenty of fight left.
She came here to fight, not lay down.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
Nasty attack to the neck.
You gotta believe this one's over. Drop kick. Beautiful. You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now. Back now inside the ring. Oh. She boom right to the jaw.
Oh, you can pick up your teeth in section 112.
This might be it, guys. Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now. Escapes trouble there.
Harsh impact.
This could do it. An easy kick out there.
She saw the opening and got the shoulder up.
Oh my gosh.
What an uppercut.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
And a pin attempt. The resolve this woman is showing right now is absolutely unreal.
I knew she could do it.
Oh, this is dangerous right here. Look at this.
Beautiful technique.
She is on fire.
Going for it all here.
Victory is on the horizon.
How much more punishment needs to be dished out? Just finish it. This match is clearly taking it all out of her.
Yeah, she's in a very bad spot here. I don't know how much more of this she can take.
She dodges that one. Comes up big with the reversal. I can't believe this one's still going on, especially after the beating that's been delivered tonight.
Oh my gosh.
What an uppercut.
Wow, she's fought her way all the way.
And the cover for the win.
This is it.
3. Yes, takes it. Let's take another look at these ladies going toe-to-toe.
That's a woman on a mission. This was another great moment.
Wow, she just won that big match.
Man, oh man, look at that.
Now we're ready for our debut. Our new signing that we did last week. When I was off for that long break.
Here is your winner, Christy Mack.
And she earns the big victory here tonight.
That's a big win right there. Anytime you can pin another WWE competitor's shoulders to the mat for the 3 count, you should be proud.
Yeah, you can bet they're going to be talking about this match for quite some time.
And yes, I did turn 37 at 12 o'clock. So tomorrow, we're going to celebrate my birthday. Who would she? Oh. And if you want, I can give you a little sneak peek on 2K20. Alright, let's take this down at ringside.
The following contest is a no disqualifications match. Making his way to the ring from Fort Wayne, Indiana, weighing in at 249 pounds, Caleb James.
As we ready for singles action, Byron, what can you tell us about these two competitors?
Well, I can say that both of these superstars come into this match incredibly hungry to prove their dominance here tonight. But as we all know, only one will walk away with their arm raised in victory.
And his opponent from New York, weighing in at 283 pounds, AK-47, Jay Black.
One-on-one action coming up here, guys, and I'm willing to bet this will be one we won't soon forget.
Totally agree, Michael. When you have two superstars as hungry as these two competing in the ring, you can bet it'll be memorable.
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
And this is one of those matches where it's hard to believe we get paid for this. Well, actually, it's hard to believe Saxton gets paid for anything.
What a stomp! Good grief! What a strike! Schoolboy. Wait, no! Power bomb! Springboard! Submission time! Is he done? Wow, he got out of it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he had it fully locked in.
Nailed it. He's on the defensive here. To be expected, though. It's not like he's in there with a slouch, guys.
This match is so evenly contested right now that it's almost impossible to pick a winner. I guess we'll just have to settle in.
Ring rattling.
What a maneuver.
This one's far from over.
He can withstand a lot more punishment, I can promise you that.
He has him right where he wants him. Going for broke.
That's what you call a bad landing. There is no coming back from that one. Move.
Not enough to end this one. Not yet. Dodges a bullet there. Oh, the sledgehammer connects.
That'll scramble your insides.
Oh, he turns it around. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is right. Oh, this is going to be painful. Looking for the Scorpion crosslock.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh, and he breaks free.
But the damage might have already been done, Michael.
And that one grounds him.
I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw. Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Look out, look out, super kick!
Nobody does it quite like him.
His shoulders are down. And the fight must go on.
It's way too early.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Springboard. Not today. I don't know how much more of this he can take. Tonight may not be his night, guys.
He is hurt. I don't know. I don't think he truly understood just how dangerous his opposition was heading into this match. Of course, he understands that now, but it might be too little too late.
Big time slam.
Vicious. When this guy's on, look out.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
He gets it with a reversal. Back now inside the ring. And it's reversed. He's too quick for him there. Here we go. This might be it.
Oh my.
He caught him slipping. He has something big planned.
Oh, nasty impact.
What's he got in mind? Watch out here. He's in big trouble. How can they get away with that? That's not legal. What's going to happen now? Powerbomb. Talk about having the living hell beat out of you. This is not where he wants to be at this point in this match.
This is all but over.
Oh man, he has...
Ooh. Wow, what a gritty performance.
He's going for it all. Look out! Bad move there.
I don't know what made him think that was a good idea.
He's not going to like this. He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
I think this is a beautiful reverse STO. Face first.
That should do it.
The cover. 1, 2. Too close for comfort.
Yeah, but he's hurt, guys.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
He's playing with him now. Looking at it here. Oh, what impact.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to...
He's going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Against all odds, he's got the victory. We've got some time to take another look at some of the highlights from that one.
Wow, that was an awesome match, ladies and gentlemen.
Almost forgot about this one.
That match went back and forth.
I remember this part very well.
Excuse me.
He's getting after it here. And I always enjoy watching him perform.
Here is your winner, Caleb James.
Extremely impressive win, guys.
These guys look like a couple of hosses going at it out there. Great match.
You got that right, partner. Again, huge win here tonight.
He might be champion someday.
You know, guys, the youth and hunger in the locker room is going to explode in the ring tonight as we welcome everyone to NXT. I look at this card and my mouth starts to water. Singles match on tap next. The match we have next is going to be awesome. Stay where you are. We have a real fan favorite against an imposing adversary.
You don't want to miss it.
The following contest is a no disqualifications match. Making his way to the ring from Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Extreme Wrestling Champion.
Do you think the motivation is an issue for the champ, seeing as the title is not on the line in this one?
Not at all, Michael. In fact, given that the title is not up for grabs, I suspect the champ is more motivated to try new things here.
And his opponent from Indiana, weighing in at 276 pounds, Scott
What a great match we have here to
Mason.
start off this night, guys.
And Michael, I had to check twice when I saw this match listed as our opener. I mean, it could very well have been our main event.
You can feel the electricity running through this arena. This is going to be some battle. One-on-one, mano-a-mano.
And I can't help but get the feeling that this is going to be one of those matches people will be talking about for a long time to come.
Harsh impact.
Looks like he's starting to sweat now. This could be the start of an ugly downward spiral if he's not careful.
That'll hinder your modeling career. The damage has been done.
Yeah, you don't see...
Very curious move to go for a pinfall at this point.
So resourceful.
Powerbomb. He's starting to show signs of fatigue. I fully expect him to bounce back, though. This is the type of one-on-one atmosphere where he thrives.
Yeah, he's taking on some offense here, but that's to be expected, especially considering who he's in the ring with.
This is all part of the process, guys. He knew he would take on some offense here tonight. He just has to make sure he keeps it to a minimum.
He got body on body there, but that's about it.
Gonna take more than that.
Oh, he turns it around. He gets it with a reversal. Back inside the ring now. Oh, that was a long way down. He's calling for it. He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Looking for the finish.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Showing off some of his speed there. And he escapes the submission.
And good thing. That could have been disastrous.
Not where he wants to be right now.
Hey, he got himself into this mess.
He's got to get himself out of it now. Batista! What a spear from the animal. But he's got to capitalize now. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
He wants no part of the outside.
You got to believe this one's over.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. Oh, incoming. And it's reversed. Looks like he's starting to tire. This may very well be one of his toughest challenges in a very long time.
I'd never count this guy out, but I'll tell you what, he's not looking so hot right now. He's really going to need to find a way to get back in this thing.
Don't write him off just yet, guys. From what I see, these guys are pretty even.
Oh, man! What a nasty STO.
He's in complete control now. Just as ruthless as the first time we saw him.
Not enough to end this one.
That's all right, Cole.
I don't like the look in his eye here, folks.
Look at this.
That one fails to connect.
Great idea by him. Too bad it was awfully executed, though.
Oh, haven't seen this in a long time. The old nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. No, reverses it. And there's his speed paying off. These guys giving this sold-out crowd exactly what they came to see. Oh, come on, ref.
Yeah, you can't let him get away with that. Not in a match this big.
Kicks out in the nick of time.
Not yet.
Boom, what impact! There may be no coming back from this incredible beatdown.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
There he goes, crashing to the floor. He looks absolutely exhausted. It's about as bad as it gets for him.
He's clearly outmatched outside the ring, guys. If he's smart, he finds a way to keep the action within the ropes from here on out.
Oh, it's over. This might be it. Oh, my.
Knee right in the midsection.
Oh, boy, he is rolling. Thunderous power slam.
I don't know how much more damage one person could take. I don't care how tough you are. He's making a statement here with this attack.
Oh, nasty impact.
Escapes trouble there.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Comes up big with the reversal. Too quick for him there. Look at this. And now one more time. What? Nailed it. Can he finish the job? This could be it. These superstars have tried everything. They have something left in their arsenal. They have to, but can they dig down deep enough to find it? When this guy's on, look out.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Not today. Oh, and a knee. And a... Not so fast. I really can't believe what's gone down so far. This match has been even more physical than I thought it would be. Lightning fast reflexes. Oh, he's such a tough target.
Oh, boy, he is rolling. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
At some point, the referee may want to think about stopping this one before somebody gets seriously injured. Back now inside the ring. He's too quick for him there. Gets out of the way of that one. Things are not looking very good right now. Gonna have to find a way to regroup.
Beautiful technique.
I'm not sure how much he has left.
He could pin his opponent right here. 2, 3. This singles contest has a victor. And here's another look at what made that match so special.
Highlight for one superstar, low light for another. He ain't messing around. Man, this was great.
Here is your winner, Matt the Tank Johnson.
big win here to start the show.
If that's the type of action we're going to get all night long, I can't wait to see the rest of the card unfold.
Believe it or not, that's just the beginning, folks. Stay tuned for more great action. We're moments away from pure chaos. The triple threat match is next.
Making his way to the ring from Queens, New York, weighing in at 243 pounds, Ace Campbell.
Guys, this sold-out arena is buzzing right now in anticipation of this triple threat match.
Yeah, and I'm willing to bet the concession stands are on empty right now. Nobody wants to miss even a second of this match.
And his opponents, first, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 220 pounds, Braden Snow.
Guys, the upcoming triple threat match should be nothing short of spectacular.
Yeah, especially considering what a victory could do for the career of the superstar who walks out of here with the win.
And from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 236 pounds, Maverick.
Here we go, guys. The triple threat match we've all been waiting for.
And anytime you get to see these superstars compete in the same ring at the same time is a real treat.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention, and it's important to remember amidst the chaos of a triple threat match, that victory can be achieved in many different ways, and that it's every man for himself.
Matches like this rarely end inside the ring, which is what makes them so unpredictable.
Face first off the knee. Oh, man, that hurts. Here we go. Beautiful technique. This is all but over.
You gotta believe this one's over. I'm not sure how much he has left. Set it up. Inverted backbreaker. Ow.
Oh, nasty impact.
Vulnerary claw. But he's got to capitalize now.
Whoa, he works his way out.
A bit of a Houdini job right there.
Eludes that one.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Look out, there he goes.
Knocked right off his feet.
Boom, what impact. Goes down hard. He's not in a good spot here, guys.
He simply needs to find a way to regroup.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Oh, a butterfly DDT. Nicely done.
Well, he goes for the cover.
Real nicely done. I can't believe he's in this.
Not yet.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. This could end it in a hurry.
He looks to be losing a bit of leverage here.
Oh, what a right hand! And that one grounds him. I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw. Uh-oh.
He's looking a little weary here. Man. This is not where he...
Now he's got to capitalize.
Here's a cover. And he breaks the pin.
Slammed with authority. Oh boy, he is rolling.
He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does.
There he goes, crashing to the floor. And he's heading back in.
He's got him covered. He's a long way from a 3 count, I can tell you that. Too soon. The tension, the drama. This is electric.
Bringing it back into the ring. This one's not over yet. We've seen plenty of people come back from being in a lot worse shape. He's bringing it back inside the ring now.
This might be it.
Oh my.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
Knocked him right off his feet.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's not looking good here. He's always up for a challenge, and tonight is no different.
You'd have to think he came into this triple threat match with a...
Nailed it. Nice. Shut it down. Wow, kicking butt and taking names.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Big move, cut deep 6.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have...
He's got the shoulders down. And the count's broken, keeping the match alive.
It's not over yet.
And perfect kick.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
Just as devastating. His shoulders are down.
Yes! Unreal performance.
We always expect the unexpected in Falls Count Anywhere matches, and that's what we got here, guys.
He's getting it done here. Check this out. Who could forget this?
Here is your winner, Maverick.
And that's a win to start off the night.
And if that match is any indication of what to expect here tonight, we are in for an amazing evening.
What a way to kick off tonight. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're just getting started.
The match we have next is going to be awesome. Stay where you are.
In a match that will be etched in the record books.
Don't move a muscle. It's going to be good.
Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, Denise Hurricane Storm.
Corey, I can't think of a better way to kick off this night.
I don't know. Part of me hoped Saxton would have got lost on the way to the announce table. That definitely would have made things better. But no such luck.
And from the other side of darkness, Lilith Baldwin.
Guys, what better way to start the night off than with this one?
I can't think of a better match to kick the night off, Michael. In fact, we haven't even gotten started yet, and I can assure you that this will be a tough match to follow.
And from Manhattan, New York, Ashley Tyson.
It's time for our first match of the night, guys, and it looks like we have quite the contest coming up.
And good luck to those who have to follow this one. You're going to need it.
And from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the Women's Champion, Crystal Rush Champion.
Guys, we're getting the night started with an amazing matchup here.
You're absolutely right, Cole. In fact, I don't think there's a better way to start this night than with this match right here.
And from Houston, Texas, AJ Briggs.
Sounds to me, guys, like this crowd is ready to get this night started.
They're not the only ones, Cole. It seems to me that these superstars want nothing more than to get their hands on one another.
And from Louisville, Kentucky, Finch E. Baleska.
It's time for our first match of the night, guys, and it looks like we have quite the contest coming up.
And good luck to those who have to follow this one. You're going to need it.
And from Prague, the Czech Republic, Crystal Kennedy.
Guys, we're getting the night started with an amazing matchup here.
You're absolutely right, Cole. In fact, I don't think there's a better way to start this night than with this match right here.
And their opponent, from Brooklyn, New York, Jordan Bay.
What a great match we have here to start off this night, guys.
And Michael, I had to check twice when I saw this match listed as our opener. I mean, it could very well have been our main event.
Oh, nasty fall.
Why do they end up on the announce table?
Look out, guys!
Oh, my.
Focused attack on the back.
Death Valley bomb.
She goes for the cover. Digging deep for a kick out. Can take more than that. Stopping the leg. Just nasty. Oh my goodness, crushing it. She's not careful. Things can get out of control in a hurry.
I think they're about to.
Ooh. What a stomp. Good grief. Takes her off her feet.
That's how you eliminate somebody's vertical game.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Oh, man, she's rolling now. Look at her go.
Man, she's absorbing some offense here. She's going to need to find a way to mount an offense here.
Oh, man, she's rolling now.
When she gets in attack mode, look out. Face buster.
Man, that was vicious.
That's all she wrote, fellas.
SOS. And there's a kick out at one. She's still in this one. Only one place to go when you're stuck in the fireman's carry.
Yeah, down. And I can tell you it's not a pleasant trip.
Not today. She's in control. Oh, she's got her.
Oh, what impact. I think she's trying to prove a point here.
Gets out of the way of that one. Dropped from above. Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now. Scoop slam.
She's starting to stagger a bit. Be expected, though, given the competition she's in there with tonight.
This could be trouble, guys. This may very well be the opening her opponent was looking for.
I think she's trying to prove a point here.
Oh, and it's a reversal. This might be big. She comes up big with the reversal, and she's trying to flip the script here.
Easier said than done, Michael.
She's in full control now.
Look at her go. She is on fire.
She's beginning to take some heat here. At this point, you have to wonder if she can recover from this.
I'm not so sure she wants to be out there, guys. The ringside area is littered with objects that can very easily be turned into weapons.
Oh, man, this match is so evenly matched. It's unbelievable. Any one of these women can win at harsh impact.
This is all but over.
Ooh, ooh. There is no coming back from that one. Superplex!
Incredible.
Oh, man, she's rolling now. She is on fire.
You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now.
She goes for the quick pin. We're looking at complete domination here. What is keeping this competitor going? She's still in this one. Oh, beautiful technique. You gotta believe this one's over. Here we go. Leg drop DDT. Face first.
That's how you put next to
Shoulders on the mat.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Oh, what impact. Face buster. Something big is coming. She's looking at it. Oh, nasty impact. Now, shoulders on the mat. 1, 2. She kicks out. She's still in this one. Shoulders down. 1. When she gets in attack mode, look out. She might just be running on instinct at this point.
The size of this girl's heart is simply immeasurable. Look at her go.
Look at the look in her eyes.
Ooh, what impact. We may be looking at our winner here, guys.
Oh, and she gets out of the way. Here's the cover. She might have it. No, there's the reversal.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Harsh impact. She's back in full control now.
That's how you keep your opponent up.
Straight right to the mouth. Wow, she's fought. She goes for the cover.
I think she's trying to prove a point here.
Barely at 2.5.
I can't believe what we're seeing here.
You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now.
Oh, continuing to punish them. Comes up big with the reversal. That should do it right there.
And she kicks out with relative ease.
Too soon.
Look, oh, man, what a leg drop.
She goes for the cover. 2! The resolve this woman is showing right now is absolutely unreal.
This is amazing.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
Here we go. Leg drop DDT. Face first.
That's it. That's what she needed.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Ooh, brutal body shot.
When she gets in attack mode, look out.
Nailed it. Looking for a repeat.
Hurricanrana! And she looked like she had no chance just a few moments ago.
Ooh-wee.
The end may be near. What a strike. This one is over. X marks the spot up.
Shoulders down. 2. Where is she finding the strength to continue?
Oof. Victory is on the horizon.
Still 2 fret.
Leg drop.
Wow. She goes for the cover. 2. And an air fall. Still in it.
Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now.
Big reversal for her there.
I think she's trying to prove a point here.
Oh, man, she's rolling now.
We're looking at complete domination here. Wisely bringing the action back into...
She shows signs of life. She's showing a lot more than that.
You can see the comp.
Look at this. This could do it. 2. I wouldn't have been surprised if that was it.
Wow, what a match.
When she gets in attack mode, look out.
A second. Beautiful technique.
I knew it was only a matter of time. Harsh impact. That should do it.
She's got her. This might be it. Oh, my.
You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now.
She's in control.
Incoming.
Oh, here we go.
When she gets in attack mode, look out.
She's looking at it. Face plant.
She's got it now.
Oh, look at this. The power.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Slam.
She can pick up the win here, guys.
2. Digging deep for a kick out.
She's more durable than she looks, guys.
And she turns it around. You gotta believe this one's over. Oh, it's over. She got her with a reversal. Nailed it. Ooh, what impact.
She is on fire.
Back now inside the ring. Here she goes, back in the ring now. I think she's trying to prove a point here.
Oh, nasty impact.
Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now.
Point of the elbow, nailed it.
Look at her go.
Ooh, boom. She looks for it once again. Oh, what impact.
That might...
And this is gonna be it. 2.
A competitor has been
She is
eliminated.
on fire.
Draped on the apron.
Big elbow.
Whoa, it's another reversal.
I don't think I've ever...
She counters before it's too late. Power slam.
Good night. That's how you put an exclamation point on a match.
Did you see the impact on that?
Wow. Back breaker. I see where she's going with this. Straight right to the mouth. Man, there's a pin now. 1, 2. Real close. Too close for comfort.
I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole.
Look at her go.
Drop
Colette, a dragon screw.
We're looking at complete domination here.
What a strike. Right on the mark. No, she's too quick for her. Nailed it. One more look at it. Oh, breakneck speed. What a hurricanrana.
Game, set, match.
Cover here. 1, 2,
A competitor has been eliminated.
There may be no coming back from this incredible beatdown.
This one's over, guys.
She goes for the cover. 1, 2.
A competitor has been eliminated.
Taking on any more damage here could very well mean the beginning of the end.
She might have it. Boom, what impact.
And she looked like she had no chance.
And will this be it? 1, 2,
A competitor has
There's the
been
pinfall
eliminated.
and the victory.
Now's a good time to look at some of the highlights from that last matchup.
Remember this? Oh, I can't believe this. Remember this? I really enjoyed every minute of this.
Here is your winner, Jordan Bay.
And the first match of the night comes to an end in thrilling fashion.
And you just know the rest of the card is watching in the back, wondering how in the world they're going to follow that.
Plenty more action still to come here tonight, folks.
Get ready, because you will not want to miss this. It's Tornado Tag Rules up next.
In a match I am sure we will not soon forget.
on the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 425 pounds, Kenny the Kid Carr Minor and Evan Eric.
Guys, what better way to start the night off than with this one?
I can't think of a better match to kick the night off, Michael. In fact, we haven't even gotten started yet, and I can assure you that this will be a tough match to follow.
And their opponents, first, from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 220 pounds, Brad.
What a great match we have here to start off this night, guys.
And Michael, I had to check twice when I saw this match listed as our opener. I mean, it could very well have been our main event.
And his partner, from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 220 pounds, Chuck.
Guys, what better way to start the night off than with this one?
I can't think of a better match to kick the night off, Michael. In fact, we haven't even gotten started yet, and I can assure you that this will be a tough match to follow.
Oh, using the knee as a weapon. What a headbutt. Vicious. Watch time. Impactful slam. Uh-oh. He's not looking like himself here.
And it's so hard to create space for yourself in a tornado tag team match such as this.
I know it's somewhat early still, but this could be a pivotal point in this match, guys. Let's see how he reacts here. Right to the face.
Oh no, we know what this
Is he done? Uh-oh, here we go. You gotta believe this one's over.
This might be the opportunity he needed.
Full Nelson applied.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Ooh. Oh, what incredible power. Wow, what a vertical suplex. Drop kick.
Hits the mark.
He's in control now.
He's taking some offense. The Tornado Tag Team atmosphere appears to be getting...
Oh, what a boot to the face.
There is no coming back from that one. Oh boy, he is rolling.
He looks a bit off his game here. And it's going to take a lot more than that to stop him here tonight.
This isn't his first rodeo. He had to expect to take on some offense here tonight.
This could be all she wrote. And the slam. Can he finish the job?
That'll readjust your spine.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
He might move, and that's the impact.
Can he end it?
What a stomp.
Good grief. But he's got to capitalize now. Oh boy, he is rolling. Harsh impact.
He's looking at it.
Beautiful technique.
That's how you put an X. I'm not sure how much he has left.
He has him right where he wants him.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
I don't think there's any coming back from this type of assault. This might be the end of the line for him here in this Tornado Tag Team match. He wants no part of the outside. Back in the ring now.
We know what this means. This might be it.
Oh my, this one is over.
Head scissors applied. Oh, look at this.
When this guy's on, look out.
No, he reverses it.
And will this be it?
Yes. Two. A kick out, and you can see the frustration starting to build.
How'd he do that? Oh boy, he is rolling. Ooh, what impact. Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Here we go a second time. Oh, and he lights out. DDT connects. This is all but over. Interesting decision here, Corey.
I don't know, I kind of like it. He clearly wants to inflict some more punishment.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Back in from the floor. He's bringing it back inside the ring now. He's too quick for him there.
Takes him down in a major way, too. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Here he goes. Is he done? Wow, he escapes it.
He's just got no quit in him here tonight, Cole.
He's looking at it.
Can he finish him off here?
Here's the cover for the win. Oh, how resilient was that?
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank.
You gotta believe this one's over.
To think, I almost wrote him off earlier.
Oof.
He's fading fast. Yep.
Nasty kick to the face. But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Vertical suplex.
Nice.
This is what makes him one of the best.
Super kick. This is his opportunity to win this thing.
Gets out of the way of that one. He wants it one more time.
Nobody could... Ooh, what impact.
Just when you thought he had nothing left.
Just a step quicker, it looks like. He wants no part of the outside.
Kinshasa! Oh, man! That's how you put an exclamation point on a match.
And he's able to get out.
What a match.
We've seen this before.
Oh, big boot! That is a game changer.
He breaks it. I can't believe it.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm with you, Cole. So unbelievable that he broke out of it. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
This might be it. Oh, my. This one's over, guys.
And there's the cover.
One. He doesn't want to do this outside the ring. What a great win in such a unique style matchup.
And here's another peek at some of the more memorable parts of the match.
Look at him go. Yeah, he's putting in the work. He ain't playing here. And finally,
here are your winners, Kenny the Kid Carminer and Evan Eric.
Kicking off the night with an impressive victory.
Yeah, the performance put forth in that match tells me we're looking at somebody who will someday, very soon, be competing in the main event.
What a way to kick off tonight. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're just getting started.
Making his way to the ring from Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 245 pounds, the Internet Champion, King the Dominator.
What a great match we have here to start off this night, guys.
And Michael, I had to check twice when I saw this match listed as our opener. I mean, it could very well have been our main event.
And his opponent, from New York, weighing in at 220 pounds, T.J. Cruz.
Zalist love Sue, Zalist love Sue, Zalist love Sue.
Corey, I can't think of a better way to kick off this night.
I don't know. Part of me hoped Saxton would have got lost on the way to the announce table. That definitely would have made things better. But no such luck.
Welcome in the chat, everyone. I had to do some chores around the house. But so far the show's been doing pretty good.
Hard to be a betting man on this one. These two competitors can be unpredictable.
That's what makes this match so intriguing.
Now I like to do a first on this company and on my show. I like to say, hold on.
The back of the neck.
Rest in peace, Mike Storm. He was known in a wrestling company, not a real one, in a 2K. He was known in MIW company. I didn't get to know him, but
Waist slip. Yeah, wrong buster.
I bet he was a pretty good athlete in the 2K game. Whoa.
Oh, it's over.
He's taking to the champion.
Oh, nasty impact.
Big opportunity here.
He's got him covered.
Two.
Take a lot more than that to keep him down.
It could take more than that.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
I think we got 2 more matches to go after this.
This is going to be big.
Let's see how long I've been on.
Look out!
We know what's coming here.
He's trying to hit that super kick, but he can't hit it.
What a strike. He's struggling a bit here. It appears his opponent has his number right now.
Guys, I wasn't anticipating this type of performance from him tonight. He's starting to look a little lost in there right now.
And he gets up and he reversed that.
Beautiful technique.
Oh, and it's a reversal. When this guy's on, look at it. Right across face. This is all but over.
Beautiful strategy. You stop the blood flow to the brain, you go to sleep. It's that simple.
I don't think the champion's on his game tonight.
He goes for the cover. He's a long way from the 3 count, I can tell you that.
That's all right, Cole.
Here it comes. He's got him. Uh-oh. Shot to the back. Oh, right in the face.
Destroyed.
This one's over, guys.
Did you hear that thud? God.
A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle. He's playing with him now.
Lands this, and he is done.
Look at this. Oh, boy, he is rolling. Wow, reverse bulldog.
He got him good. Nope, reverses it. Toss to the outside. And it's reversed. He's looking a little off balance. You have to wonder if he could recover from this, guys.
He's really starting to look fatigued here, guys. And when that happens, your whole body starts to give out on you. He's going to need to be careful here.
Guys, at this point, I'd be shocked if his opponent is able to complete this comeback. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Oh, so tear the features clean off your face.
He wants no part of the outside.
Here's the monkey flip.
And a crossbody to follow.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
He can end it here. He's got him. Hey, kick out. This one's not over yet.
It's way too early.
He looks for it once again. Super kick!
But I don't know how much gas he has left, guys.
I think we know what this is.
I don't think he's got it completely.
He broke out of it.
Cole, how in the world did he find the energy to do that? Nailed it.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
On, he dodges out of the way. Looking for the finish. This is it.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to...
And he goes for the pin! 2! Kick out at 2. Whoa, that may have been a slow count.
How'd he do that?
These athletes seem to have tried everything in their playbook. Oh, there's more in their arsenal, I promise you that. I don't know what it is, but they'll find it.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
He might have it.
Oh, nasty impact.
Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
Going for the cover. 1, 2. What? Oh, he kicked out. Unbelievable.
He's still in this.
He's calling for it.
It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Oh, and he's taken off his feet.
I'll tell you, he can't afford to be horizontal at this point in the match, Cole.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical. Boom! He wants no part of the outside. He's lining him up.
He's almost got him.
Harsh impact. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Chaos, melee, pandemonium. He's making a statement here with this attack. Bringing it back into the ring. No, he reverses it. He has him right where he wants him. Uh-oh. Shot to the back.
The cutter never ceases to amaze me.
That might just be the final nail in the coffin.
Move the cover, and this one's history. What a win.
These guys were awesome. Let's take another look.
I remember this part very well. Check him out here. Oh, I can't believe this.
The champion was not on his game tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
No doubt about it, he brought his A game, as you can see here.
That could align him for a championship
Big win here to start the show.
for next week's show.
The card is watching in the back, wondering how in the world they're going to follow that.
Plenty more action still to come here tonight, folks.
After this match is the main event, ladies and gentlemen.
Making her way to the ring from Detroit, Michigan, Bradley Kelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for our big steel cage match.
And I know both of these superstars are supremely tough, but you'd have to assume they're experiencing some butterflies here as we wait for the opening bell.
And her opponent, from Accra, Ghana, North Shaw.
Guys, what better way to start the night off than with this one?
I can't think of a better match to kick the night off, Michael. In fact, we haven't even gotten started yet, and I can assure you that this will be a tough match to follow.
Look out. Here we go with this steel cage match.
Well, the door's locked, and at this point, the competitors might just be wondering exactly what they've gotten themselves into.
She goes for the cover. An early kick out in this unusual matchup.
That's either sheer genius or complete stupidity, Cole.
Double underhook suplex. Boom, what impact. This might be it. Oh, my. They can't walk after that attack to the back.
She's taking on some offense here. She doesn't appear too concerned, however.
How she responds to this is going to be very important moving forward. She simply cannot let it take her out of her game plan.
Ooh, what impact. Ooh. She's turning the tables.
Ain't turned yet. Still got some work to do. Oh, man, she's rolling now.
She got her with a reversal. Dodges a bullet there. She comes up big with a reversal.
She's starting to sweat a bit. She's in there with some stiff competition tonight.
Slow down, Cole. Your tone seems to suggest you think she's in trouble here. Trust me, it's going to take a lot more than this to keep her down, especially given the magnitude of this match.
It's been an amazing match up to this point, guys, and from where I sit, any one of these women could...
Oh, roundhouse kick.
I think this is the beginning of the end, Michael.
Looks like she wants to win early. She kicks out of that one.
She's still in this one.
Big reversal for her there.
Oh, nasty impact.
Boom! You gotta believe this one's over. Nice job getting out of the way of that one. Boom, what impact.
According to historians, the twisted metal that we see as part of steel cages today dates back 80 years. To settle a dispute between competitors Jack Bloomfield and Count Pietro Rossi, the two met inside a ring surrounded by chicken wire. At first, these types of matches were referred to as fence matches.
She is on fire.
Corey, you gave us an impressive history of the origins of the steel cage match. I'd like to point out to our viewers that from the 1960s to the mid-1980s, chain link fences were used to enclose the ring for WWE steel cage matches. A superstar could win by pinfall, submission, or by exiting the cage through the cage door or climbing over the top of the cage.
We should also point out, Michael, that the way to win a steel cage match can vary by match depending on what was agreed to before contracts to compete in the match were signed. Talking about history, at WrestleMania 2, WWE unveiled the redesigned steel cage with solid steel blue bars before returning to chain link mesh in the late 1990s.
Man, this has been a great matchup. Yes! Takes it! When you introduce the enclosure, everything is possible. What a match this was.
Look at her go. She's taking care of business. She left it all in the ring, and I expected nothing less.
Here is your winner, North Shaw.
Kicking off the night with an impressive victory.
Yeah, the performance put forth in that match tells me we're looking at somebody who will someday, very soon, be competing in the main event.
And that'll do it here for this one-on-one match. I hope you enjoyed it as much as this live.
And here's our main event, ladies and gentlemen. Also, by the way, I'd like to thank everybody for watching here tonight. And by the way, tomorrow is my birthday. I turned 37. So, probably not going to be no show tomorrow. Not that I know of. I do see in the chat lurking. He's probably busy at this time. White 7 thing, I haven't seen you for a while, dude.
Making his way to the ring from London, England, weighing in at 280 pounds, the national champion, Conor Omega, champion.
Title match or not, Byron, the champ certainly looks ready to go here tonight.
Oh, he definitely is, Michael. In fact, some of the superstars in the back were commenting earlier today about how focused he looks coming into this match.
And his opponent from Belfast, Northern Ireland, weighing in at 220 pounds, Mason Lars.
Get ready, guys. Big-time singles matches coming up here.
And I can assure you these two superstars have been waiting all day to get their hands on each other.
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
These guys are undoubtedly going to give us a show here tonight.
You know, even though the title is not on the line, this is still an important match for the champ. He can't afford to show any weakness here.
What a strike. Going all the way up. Looking for the finish.
Yeah, if he hits this, the match is over.
Going for the big one.
I think this is the beginning of the end, Michael.
A takedown of colossal proportions right there.
Looking for the exclamation point.
Beautiful technique.
This might be the opportunity he needed.
Cover here. And he's able to get the shoulder up.
That's too early for that.
Uh-oh. Is he done? And he breaks free.
Just when you thought he was out of this one.
Looks like he's starting to falter. He doesn't want to absorb much more punishment if he wants to win this match.
Down. Can he end it here?
Looking for the win. Is he done? Wow, he got out of it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he had it fully locked in.
Looking for a repeat. This might be it.
Oh, my. That has got to be it.
If it doesn't end the match, he's going for the pin. What? Oh, he kicked out. Unbelievable.
Wow, I am impressed.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. He's playing with him now.
He's close to being done here.
Look at this. This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Too quick for him there. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. Here he goes.
Oh, what impact. That should do it.
If at first you don't succeed, sharp knee. He's starting to stumble here. He's going to have to cut off his opponent's offense quickly.
I wouldn't call for the medics just yet, Cole. He still appears to be in pretty good shape here.
Yeah, but he's still in considerably better over. Harsh impact. That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of...
What a way to win a singles match. That match is worth another look. Here we go.
Yeah, he's putting in the work.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, he just beat the international champion.
This was another great moment.
So that could align him for the championship.
And this is how he ended it.
Here is our winner, Mason Lars.
And that's a win to start off the night.
And you just know the rest of the card is watching in the back, wondering how in the world they're going to follow that.
Well, I like to thank everybody for stopping in the chat. Thank you, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be celebrating my birthday tomorrow. Have a good night.